The Joe Rogan Experience.
I love that they do that. That's so cool.
I've been watching professional lacrosse lately. Once
Oh,
I
shit.
realized they could beat the fuck out of each other. I didn't know that they could fight like they do
I
in
didn't know
hockey.
they could fight.
They fight and they wear shoes, which is crazy. Because now you're bare knuckle boxing in the middle of a game.
What does the shoes have to do with it? What do you mean?
You get grip.
Oh, you mean like a cleated shoe? Right.
Well, the difference between running around on ice skates, you're sliding around. The fighting is like, they're fighting, but they're kind of compromised because they can't really good skaters can kind of hold. It's not like having grip with your shoes and being able to really, you can really hurt people.
Yeah.
So they're beating the shit out of each other. I'm like, wow.
Lacrosse always kind of had the like douchey rich kid sport, but it is incredibly but
They stopped doing this in the 90s.
Yeah, I was gonna say they stopped doing this.
I don't watch hockey,
but I like it. My favorite.
I thought they put a circle around it when it flies around.
No, it got a lot of pushback, but I always
They don't do
enjoyed
that.
it.
Sorry,
I was double checking. I don't
hockey
think
people.
they do. They might show it sometimes on a highlight, but
That's funny. I always avoided winter sports when I was a kid. I didn't learn how to ski until I
No?
was in my 40s, and I never learned how to ice skate because I was fighting all the time. So I didn't want to do anything that would hurt myself doing.
Right.
So I would and everybody was like, "We're gonna go skiing." I was like,
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, I need these. It was like super important.
Yeah.
This got everybody excited though a few weeks ago. The
What are they
beginning of
doing?
the USA Canada fight or game. There's 9 fights or 3
Oh,
fights in the first 9
yeah.
seconds. They just started squaring off.
Yeah, why are we upset at Canada?
Is it?
This is stupid.
Is this over tariffs?
Yes, 100%. They booed us over tariffs.
They're also trying to. I mean, it worked. They got a ton of attention, so everyone was.
Who's red and who's blue?
Well, Canada's red.
There you go. Who's winning this exchange?
Red, white, and blue is America.
One dude keeps his helmet on. That's ridiculous. That helmet's a
They
problem.
punch through it.
I
It's a
do
little
love
tough.
when you hear their microphones during a fight and they fight and then they go like, "You ready to be done?" Yeah, I'm ready to be done. I love that. It's like, I was at the comic strip in Edmonton years ago when Canada played U.S. in the gold medal game. Someone sent me the country's water usage during that game. And at every period end, the water usage would go up because everyone would go to the bathroom.
Right.
And it was like the whole fucking country went to the bathroom at the same time. And Canada won, and I think it was an overtime. I was the only American there. But man, do they love a good winter sport up there.
We
And
got to become friends with Canada again. We have to,
I'm down.
this is so
Love
ridiculous. I can't believe that there's like anti-American and anti-Canadian sentiment going on. It's the dumbest
Is there
fucking feud.
There it is.
That's nuts. Look at the water consumption.
Is there...
That's crazy. Right when
I
the
love on this
bathrooms
pod where
go.
if I say something, I got to be ready for you guys to fact check my ass.
Jamie's ready.
Is there anti-Canadian sentiment?
Yeah, there's a lot of idiots that now think that they're our fucking enemy.
Okay.
That why are we subsidizing Canada?
Right.
Well, how come they don't have their own military? Well, they don't. So let's just like deal with it as it is.
Trudeau is out, right? He's leaving. I feel
they
like
got a new guy who's just as bad.
It's the
Same thing.
But
they got a new party. 150 people voted. Now they have a new guy running the country. But their whole election system is so different. They don't have like a specific time when they have elections, and so
they can call an election, and I think it happens within 3 weeks.
The whole thing is so crazy, and so. I don't know what's happening with their politics, but I just want America and Canada to get along. I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah. It's a good, as someone who's from Ann Arbor, Michigan, and
I don't really think they should be our 51st state. There, I said it.
That you said it? He's on record.
It would be fun if it happened. It would be fun. I think Greenland's more accessible.
Yeah.
We could probably buy that.
Yeah.
If we want a 51st state, it's Greenland. Plus, if global warming is real because of all the digging and oil and all that shit, it'd be good to have a cold spot to eventually warm up.
I just read this crazy book called Power Metals by Vince Beiser, possibly. We had him on the show, Daily Show. And it's all about like minerals and metals and what we need for our batteries and cobalt mining in Africa. And I went down all this YouTube shit with like the child, labor and all. But I was very ignorant to how much we need and use metals.
Oh, yeah.
Nickel, copper, wild batteries, EVs, everything. And so then when the news came out that Trump wanted Greenland, I was like, oh, this is starting to make more sense to me now.